Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you early Sunday morning. We just did a chat with Al, had a great time with OG, the original Grognard, and Comics with Bueller. It was a fun time, it was a great chat. And I just figured I'm going to finish off my 1967 All-Star game that we started in the afternoon. We're in extra innings, just like the real game. The real game went 15 innings. The National League would win 2-1. And right now we're headed to the top of the 11th, and there's no score. So let's just show you something real quick. Game went 15 innings in reality, and the National League won. Drysdale out of the pen got the win. Catfish Hunter got the loss. Tom Seaver the save. Well, we're going to the top of the 11th, and we are scoreless, where in the real game they were 1-1. So hopefully it doesn't go 15. We will have a conclusion fairly quickly. As again, Dice Baseball. It's a fun game. I purchased a bunch of seasons on download. So let's finish it up. And the first stream went incredibly long, as if you know my streams are long anyway, but that was incredibly long. But it was a fun game. I actually rewatched it while cooking, preparing dinner, or listened to it, and everyone seemed to have fun, and it actually flowed. I think, though, when I do my 1967 World Series, I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do it this way. I'm just going to go with the view with the PC camera on the table from the side view. I do like this, but I'm marking everything twice. It does take up slightly more time. All right, so the National League will be up here in the top of the 11th. Catfish Hunter has entered the game, and it'll be his game until the end now. And he will face the top of the National League order, Mays, Clemente, and Aaron. And let me just go through the order real quick. Mays is in center. He came in off the bench. Batting first. Clemente still in right. Batting second. Hank Aaron moved from center to left when Willie Mays came in. He's batting third. Orlando Cepeda's at first. He's been playing the whole game. Tim McCarver came off the bench to assume the catching duties, and he's batting fifth. Batting sixth, playing third base, is Tony Perez. He came off the bench. Batting seventh is Tommy Helms, playing second base. He also came off the bench. Batting eighth, he's played the whole game. The shortstop for the Pittsburgh Pirates is Ali. And we are playing with a designated hitter. That's the one change we made, hoping to get some offense, and we have it. The pitching's been absolutely outstanding for both teams. Pete Rose batting ninth, the DH. Hello, JD. Hope you are well. On the mound is Catfish Hunter. He came in relief for the American League. Al Downing had pitched the prior two innings. It went Chance for 3, McLaughlin for 2, Peters for 3, and Al Downing for 2, and now it's Catfish Hunter. Alrighty. So we'll face Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid. Catfish, his control 10 through 60 will go off the pitcher's card. The windup and the pitch to Mays from Catfish Hunter. And that is a 2-6. A 26 will be off the Catfish Hunter card. And it is a 63. So a 63 righty-righty matchup. No error check on the pitcher's card. 63 off Catfish Hunter. And that is a ground ball out by Willie Mays. Let's just see where the ball's hit. And that is a 2 right-handed batter and a 2. It's another in front of the plate. And that's out number 1 as Freehand picks it up and fires to first. So 1 out here in the top of the 11th. That goes 2-3. And here comes Roberto Clemente. So Mays out 2-3. I'll bring up Clemente. Clemente in the game is 1 for 4. He's grounded out to second, singled, and grounded out to short twice in his prior 2 at-bats. Hunter looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He sets and deals to Clemente, and that is a 6-2. So it'll go off the Clemente card as Hunter is 10 through 60. So that is a, I'm sorry, that is a 2-6. My faux pas. That's a 2-6. I read it backwards. Thank God for dyslexia. Lots of fun. So it's a 2-6 off the Catfish Hunter card. You know what? Let's just re-roll. Because now I don't know what I did. All right, here's the pitch to Clemente. Once again, green card first, die first. So that's a 7. And a 41 will go to the special event chart. 0 through 14, we go to the pitcher chart. And again, there's no one on base, so none of this stuff can take place. So we will just go to the fielding chart. Actually, it says re-roll, but we'll just go to the fielding chart. And that is a 90 off the fielding chart, 90, and that's the right fielder. And the right fielder for the American League is Al Kaline, who came in the game. He's a 94 defense, but this is a range play. He's an 84 range. So once again, we're going to roll these dice. Solid dice we read first, and that's a 44. It doesn't matter. They're both 4, so that's a 44. 44 on an 84 range. On an 84, the Red Sox lost, Dad. An 84 on a 44 range. Yeah, they threw, Cora got thrown out for trying to protect Benintendi. And that is a out. Yeah. Oh, that was definitely a ball. It's a bad call. So that is a ground out. And that goes 4-3. Yeah, well, they called him out, so it didn't matter. Red Sox did get hosed on that ball and strike call, but they lost fair and square. Umps make bad calls for both teams. That was a ball, though. So there's 2 outs as Mays and Clemente go down. And now bring up Hammer and Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron moved from center to left when Willie Mays came in the game. Actually, I better mark that. I don't think I marked that for Clemente, did I? Ground out 4-3. Second to first. And here comes Hammer and Hank Aaron. One swing of the bat. Could put the National League ahead. Catfish Hunter looking for a 1-2-3 inning, the Kansas City Athletic. Here's the pitch to Aaron from Hunter. And that is a 9-6. So we'll go to the Hank Aaron card, and that is an 18. Yellow die first, so that's an 18. 18 off the Hank Aaron card. Righty-righty matchup. And an 18, that's a single to center. The center fielder is Tony Oliva. He's a 96 defense. We roll for the defense, no error. So it's a clean single to center. So Hank Aaron keeps the inning alive with a 2-out single as Oliva throws the ball back in towards the infield. And now bring up the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. So Aaron singles, top of the 11th. And here's Cepeda, the baby bull. He is struck out, flown out to left, popped out to third, and popped out to first, and popped out to second. Aaron's running speed 79, not stealing, that's for sure. Steal ability is 58. Hunter has a -5 hold. Hunter picks up the sign from the catcher, Cash. Cash sets a target. Here's the pitch to the baby bull, Cepeda, and the red die went right under where we have the camera. And that stinks. But it's a 0, so right away I know it's a special event. And it does not matter, so we go to the special event. As a 0-3, we go to the chart, and that is an 82. So it's going to be a range play, 82. An 82 is a range play to the center fielder. So a range play for Tony Oliva. Oliva's range in center, he threw out Lou Brock to end the top of the third to keep the game scoreless, is 86. Solid die first, and that is a 12. So 86 and a 12. And that is an out. A fly ball to Oliva. He makes the nice running catch to the gap. Side is retired. Aaron stranded at first. So Cepeda flies out to Oliva. We go to the bottom of the 11th. A chance for the American Leaguers to win it and end the world's longest ever dice baseball stream. In reality, once again, they went 15 innings, and the National League won 2-1. So he flies out to center. And just in case we go another inning, we'll put inning number 12 here. And the batter will be Tim McCarver, if we get so far. Here come the American Leaguers. Mike Cuellar still on the mound. He came in the 10th. And he'll be facing Frank Robinson. Let's just go through the order real quick, who's on the field now for the American League. Batting first, still Brooks Robinson at third base. He's been in the whole game. The same with Rob Carew, Oliva, and Killebrew. Second, third, and fourth. Second base, center field, and first base. McAuliffe has just come in the game to play short. Carl Yastrzemski from the Boston Red Sox has been in there at batting sixth in left field. Freehan has been catching this whole game, as he did in reality, and he's batting seventh. K-Line has just entered the game. He struck out in a pinch hitting appearance and stayed in to play right as Tony Calignero came out. And Frank Robinson has come into DH. Robinson will lead off. And then the top of the order, Brooks Robinson and Rod Carew. So can the American Leaguers push one run across and win this in the bottom of the 11th and take the 1967 replay of the All-Star game? So Frank Robinson grounded out to first his first time up. Cuellar, lefty-righty matchup. Cuellar's control, 10 through 59. He deals to Frank Robinson, and that is a 32 off the Cuellar card and a 67. 32 and a 67 on the right-handed column. And that is a ground ball, bounding ball to short, and that's out number one. As Ali fields it and throws to Cepeda. So Robinson stays hitless. Second at bat coming off the bench, and he is out 6-3. Top of the order for Brooks Robinson. Again, the American League All-Stars can get one run across the plate. They will win 1-0. We're in the bottom of the 11th. Started this game moons ago. Here's Brooks Robinson. He's had a tough day, to say the least. 0 for 4. Looking to get off the schneid here. Lefty-righty matchup. Cuellar's ready to work. Holler, the catcher from the Giants, sets a target. Here's a pitch to the human vacuum cleaner, Brooks Robinson, and that is a 2-0-2 and a 30. So it's going to be a range play. Range play. Let's roll for the range. Or do we already have it? That's a 57. So a 57 will be the shortstop, Ali, from the Pirates. And Ali's range is excellent, 97. And that's a 24 on a 97. And that's a ground ball out, 6-3. So there's two down as the top of the 12th looms large. So back-to-back ground balls to the shortstop from the Pirates. Two down. And here comes Rod Carew, second baseman from the Twins. Carew is 1 for 4. He singled with that was his only hit. back in the 7th, which seems ages ago. So 2 outs. Carew, if you're thinking about power, he's only a 54, so I'm going to say that's below average. Lefty-lefty matchup. Holler goes through the signs. Cuellar nods his head. Here's the pitch to Carew. And that is a 76, so it will go off the Carew card. But it is a 99. This is a deep fly ball. We'll have to go to the home run chart for the stadium. That's a 99. Could this be a walk-off homer? Carew again, 54 power. That is not tremendous at all. Carew, an excellent hitter, but not a power hitter. So we're playing in Anaheim, 1967 version of Anaheim Stadium. And he has 54 power. Down the handy-dandy chart, we have to roll a 2. So we will roll these 2. Could this be a walk-off homer or a deep fly ball in the top of the 12th? We need a 0-1 or a 0-2. We read the solid dice first. And that is a long fly ball out, as that is a 98. And the side is retired as Carew flies out deep to center. We go to the top of the 12th. In reality, the game went 15 innings. It looks like we're heading that way. Let's mark that. So leading off the bottom of the 12th, when we get there, it'll be Tony Oliva. Now to the National League. So Catfish Hunter will face McCarver. This will be Tim McCarver's first at-bat, the Cardinal catcher. Then Tony Perez, who came into play third from Cincinnati, and Tommy Helms from Cincinnati. McCarver's a left-handed batter facing the right-handed tossing Catfish Hunter. Hunter deals to McCarver. Green die we read first. That's an 83. So it's going to go off the McCarver card, but that's a high dice roll, 85. There will be an error check. 85 will be an out. 85. It's a possible line out. And that is a 6. Left-handed batter on the line out. 6. And that's to the shortstop. And the shortstop is McCullough. And his defense is an 85. We read the solid die first. And that is a... Ooh, it's a 6. I thought it was a 9. That's a 64. He makes the leaping catch on the line drive. And he robs McCarver of a hit. So nice play by Dick McCullough. And now bring up Tony Perez. Top of the 12th. 1 out. Perez hit 36 home runs, and off right-handed pitching, he hit 18, batting .294. Which offense will break through first? We shall see. Hunter deals to Tony Perez. Again, Hunter's control, 10 through 60, and that is a 40. So it's going to go off the Hunter card and a 43. A 40 and a 43, righty, no error check on the pitcher's card. And that's a strikeout, so Catfish Hunter strikes out Tony Perez, 2 down. It'll be up to Tommy Helms to extend the inning. So Perez goes down via the K. Hunter wants to get the American League to the bottom of the 12th, scoreless. And here comes Tommy Helms. Helms came off the bench. He's a right-handed batter. 2 outs, no one on, bottom of the 12th. The windup and the pitch to Tommy Helms, and that's an 87. We're looking at the Tommy Helms card, but that's a 93. Man. And that's going to be out number 3, but we will do an error check as that is up in the air. And a 93 from the right-handed batting Tommy Helms. 93 is a fly ball out to left field. Yastrzemski going back. Yastrzemski defensive rating, Carl Yastrzemski from the Boston Red Sox, is a 94. And that's a 55. He makes the running catch toward the gap side, retired. Nice job by Catfish Hunter and Carl Yastrzemski. We go to the bottom of the 12th. Mike Cuellar still on the mound. Came in the 10th. And he's going to face Oliva, Killebrew, and McCullough. And let's see what the real box score had. Cuellar pitched 2, and then Don Drysdale came in. So Don Drysdale's coming in the game here in the bottom of the 12th, trying to get it to the 13th. So it's Drysdale. Cuellar pitched 2 innings. Don Drysdale. As the benches are getting very light with players. As Wynn's the only position player left. And here's Don Drysdale. Will come in for Mike Cuellar. Mike Cuellar, as we say, did his JOB job. So it's Drysdale's turn. Which pitching staff is going to give up that magic run that no one seems to get? Remember, Lou Brock was thrown out at the plate in the top of the third by Tony Oliva, the man at the plate. That's how we stand. Nothing, bottom of the 12th. And here's Don Drysdale. To face Oliva, Killebrew, and McCullough. Tony Oliva, 1 for 4. He doubled in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out, but was stranded at second. He leads off the bottom of the 12th. Oliva, left-handed batter. Drysdale, right-handed thrower. The windup and the pitch from Drysdale to Tony Oliva, and that's a 72 and a 50. And this will go off the Oliva card as Drysdale's control is 10 through 63. So now we have to look for a 50 against a right-handed pitcher off the Oliva card. Oh my lord, we're so close. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 41 to 45 is it was a homer, but Drysdale throws the high heat. He strikes out Tony Oliva as he cannot catch up with it, and there's 1 down here in the bottom of the 12th. And now bring up Harmon Killebrew, 1 swing of the bat, and Killebrew could end it. Could be a walk-off homer. Killebrew is 0 for 4. One out, Dick McCullough on deck. Righty-righty matchup. Holler goes through the signs. Drysdale nods his head. He deals to Harmon Killebrew. And that is an 81 again. It will go off Harmon Killebrew's card, and it's a 40. Righty-righty matchup. 40. And that is a double down the right field line. So Killebrew will be standing at second. The right fielder is Clemente. His error check is 93, and it's a 26, so he fields the ball cleanly and throws it back in. But the winning run with 1 out stands at second base, and it's Harmon Killebrew as he doubles, and that's his first hit of the ball game. Let's hit escape there. So that's a double. Killebrew is the winning run. He came so close, 40. Had it been a 42, it's a walk-off homer. And it's up to Dick McCullough, who came in the game to play defense after Kaline hit for Fergosi, the shortstop. Kaline then went out to play right, and Tony Calignero was lifted. Here it is. Dick McCullough can win the game. So a one-out double for Killebrew. Can the American League end it here in the bottom of the 12th? Moni G's in the chat. How you doing? Hope all is well. Alrighty, here we go. Dick McCullough, a left-handed batter facing the right-handed fireballer from the Dodgers, Don Drysdale. Drysdale kicks and fires to McCullough, and that is an 11. So it's going to be off the Drysdale card, and it's a 72. As we read the yellow die first. So an 11 and a 72. McCullough hits the ball hard. Four. Line drive. Lefty. Line drive to second base. And that's out number 2. Making the diving catch is Bill Mazeroski. Saving the day for the National Leaguers. So 2 outs, Killebrew will be off on contact. And here comes Carl Yastrzemski, left fielder for the Boston Red Sox, 1967, won the Triple Crown, the MVP, and led the Red Sox to the Impossible Dream pennant. They would lose in the World Series to the Cardinals in 7. So that was a line out 4. Great play by Mazeroski. And here comes Yastrzemski. He's had a tough day, 0 for 4. He has lined out to first, struck out twice, and then his last at-bat popped out to short. Killebrew stands at second. His speed is 75, which is about average. Drysdale on the hill. Righty-lefty matchup. Can Yastrzemski come through and end this ball game? Yastrzemski, in the full year against right-handed pitching, batted .323 with 38 home runs. In total, he had 44. Drysdale nods his head. He deals to Yastrzemski, and that is a 0-0. So we're going to go to the rare play chart kind of thing, and that's a 54. So a 54, that's going to be a range play. Roll the 2 dice, and that's a 73. Determine the fielder. 73 is going to be the left fielder, and that's Hank Aaron playing his only game. Hank Aaron played 1 game in left. It was the All-Star game. They put him in left field after Mays came into center, so I did the same thing. So we gave him his right fielder ratings, because he has no left fielder ratings. So it's a range play for Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron in left is an 89 range. And that is an 18. Well, I don't know if that's good or bad. So 89 and an 18. And Aaron makes the running catch. And stranded at second, we go to the top of the 13th as Yastrzemski makes the bid to end the game, but the fine running catch by his counterpart in left, Hammer and Hank Aaron, ends the inning. We go to the top of the 13th, still scoreless here in Anaheim. They went 15 innings in reality. So Freehan will lead off the bottom of the 13th as Yastrzemski flies out to Hammer and Hank Aaron. And the offensive stalemate continues. Drysdale does his JOB, gets it to the 13th. And Catfish Hunter will now face Alley Rose in the top of the order. Win, the only position player on the bench left. And here comes the Pittsburgh Pirates shortstop. Top of the 13th. It's Gene Alley. He's 0 for 3. He did have a sacrifice bunt way back in the 5th inning. Hunter deals to Alley, and that is a 23, so Hunter has control, and that's a 3. So I believe that's a walk. Righty-righty matchup. And a 3, and that is a walk. So Catfish Hunter walks Gene Alley. Go ahead run at first on the Alley walk. Here in the top of the 13th. Here comes Pete Rose. Rose grounded out. He's had 2 at-bats. He's popped out and grounded out. And that will bring up Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose. Switch hitter, batting lefty off the right-handed throwing Hunter. And off righties in 67, he batted .318 with 11 home runs. Here's the pitch to Rose, and that is a 27, so Hunter is in control, and a 30, a 27 and a 30. So it is a righty-lefty matchup. So we go to Catfish Hunter's card down the left-handed hitter column, and that's a 30. And Hunter strikes out Rose looking. Great job by Catfish as he has Rose fishing. So 1 out. Alley's at first. We go to the top of the order. Willie Mays. Clemente's on deck. Willie Mays came off the bench to play center. He's hitless so far. That can all change. Alley's at first. Hunter picks up the sign from Cash. He deals to Willie Mays, and that is a 53. Again, this will be off the Hunter card. The pitching has been just so dominant, 10 through 60. And that is a 99. That's a deep fly ball. It's going to be a 2-run homer for Willie Mays. His power is 84. Power is 84. Anaheim, big stadium here in Anaheim, California. 84. Make sure we got, so 0 through 14, that's a 2-run homer. And it's a 27. So he crushes that ball to center. Racing back is Oliva, and he makes the catch. Oh, Willie Mays came ever so close with a 2-run homer. But the 0-0 stalemate continues as he flies out to center. So 2 outs. Alley's at first. Will be off on contact. Here comes Roberto Clemente. Neither offense catching a break. As Mays flies out to his counterpart, Oliva. And here comes Roberto Clemente. 1 hit in 5 at-bats. Hunter takes a deep breath. Arms down to his chest. He deals to Clemente. And that is a 50. So Hunter again in control, and that's a 70. This inning will be over, folks. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 13th. So that's a 70. Clemente hits the ball hard. And that's a line shot to center field. Oliva comes racing in, and he makes the shoestring catch. Tony Oliva all over the place. No error check off the pitcher card. So Clemente flies out to Oliva. Line drive, actually. Side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 13th. Don Drysdale still on the mound. Due up for the American League, Freehand, K-Line, and Frank Robinson. Can the American League push 1 run across and win this game? 1-0. 67 All-Star game. It's all you can imagine. So Clemente to center. If we go to the top of the 14th, it'd be Hammer and Hank Aaron. Go to the bottom of the 13th, due up to face Drysdale, as I stated, Freehand, K-Line, and Frank Robinson. Freehand, 0 for 4. He did reach on the error by Dick Allen at third. Allen's out of the game now for the National League. He has also struck out twice. Drysdale is ready. He deals to Bill Freehand, the Detroit catcher. And that is a 56. Drysdale's control is 10 through 63, and it's a 70. So this will be the first out of the inning. As that's a fly ball. As that goes out to right field. And Clemente makes the catch, 1 down. So Freehand flies out to Clemente. And I'll bring up Al K-Line. K-Line struck out when he came off the bench. K-Line had 11 home runs off right-handed pitching, batted .317. Can K-Line walk-off homer? American League Stadium, the fans would love it. Drysdale looks in at Holler. Holler sets the target. Here's the pitch to Al K-Line, and that is a 38. So we'll be off the Drysdale card. And a 29. That should be a decent number. A 29. Well, it's not that decent. That's a strikeout. 21 would have been a homer. So K-Line takes a big swing, and once again, he strikes out. So there's 2 down. It's up to Frank Robinson trying to end it here. In the bottom of the 13th, as it looks more and more like we're going 15, folks. Oh, that is... This should be in 13. I got this in the wrong. Delete that. Go down 1. That's a K. So Freehand's definitely in the wrong column. Yes, he is. F9. So here comes Frank Robinson. Can Frank end this game with a walk-off? Robinson's power, 91, tremendous power. He had 20 home runs off right-handed pitching in 1967. He awaits the Drysdale offering. Here's the pitch, homeward bound, and that is a 99, so it's going to go off of the Frank Robinson card, and that's a 14. So I believe this will be a hit. Robinson will keep the inning alive. Righty-righty matchup, 14. 14, it's not a hit, but it is a walk. So Robinson with a good at-bat. He walks. Winning run at first base. Top of the order to his teammate, Brooks Robinson. So Frank Robinson from the Orioles is at first. And here comes the human vacuum cleaner, the third baseman, Brooks Robinson. Brooks, he can win it. Robinson, Frank Robinson, speed 77. Again, that's about average in this game. Not as good as you think, 77. Here comes Brooks Robinson. Robinson is hitless. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0 for 5. That can all change here. Drysdale deals to Robinson, and that is a 95 and a 75 off the Robinson card. 2 outs. Frank Robinson will be off on contact. Did I move that die? No, that was a 9. I saw the 9. So it doesn't matter. It's a 75. Righty-righty matchup. 75. That potential out here. As Robinson hits the ball up in the air. 75. We go to the chart. Right-handed batter. And a 75. Where the heck is the 75? That's pretty funny. How do you not have a 75 on the chart? 80, 82, 83, 87, 84, 85, 95, 81, 86. Everything. I'm not going to read them all. Everything but a 75. That's funny. They missed the 75. Well, we're going to say 75 is 85. So that's a pop up towards third. And Tony Perez. That's pretty funny. Tony Perez's defense is a 91. He should make the play. And it's a 50. He does. So Brooks Robinson pops out to third, and his day of dread continues. He's now 0 for 6. That ends the bottom of the 13th. We go, good gosh almighty, to the top of the 14th. And the National League with a chance to try to scratch. Will anyone scratch one run across? That would be something tremendous. Again, this game actually went 15 innings, a 2-1 victory for the National League. Drysdale got the win. Tom Seaver got the save. Let me make sure I marked off. Brooks Robinson made the last out. Top of the 14th. And it should be Hank Aaron, Orlando Cepeda, and Tim McCarver to face Catfish Hunter. Again, Hunter, it's his game to win or to lose. We do have a few more pitchers, but that's who finished the game for them. Hunter, this will be his third inning. No, his fourth inning of work. So we're going to have to start looking at stamina. He's good for 30 batters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still plenty for a stamina check. And he'll face Hammer and Hank Aaron to lead off at the top of the 14th. Sometimes these games are eerily similar to reality. Hunter deals to Hank Aaron, and that is a 34 off the Catfish Hunter card and a 47. So no error check. Righty-righty matchup, 47. That's a hard hit ground ball to short. And Aaron's out 6-3. So nice play by Dick McCullough. On the hard hit ball by Hank Aaron. Here comes the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda's hitless, 0 for 5. He has struck out once. Hunter nods his head. Here's the pitch to Cepeda, and that is a 29 again. It'll be off the Hunter card, and a 63. 29, 63. This should be out number 2. As that's a bounding ball to the second baseman. McCullough has it, throws to first for out number 2. Another ground ball out induced by Jim Catfish Hunter. So 2 outs, base is empty for Tim McCarver, the Cardinal catcher. McCarver in 1967 had 14 home runs, 12 of them off right-handed pitching, and he hit .304 off righties. Hunter, deep breath, arms down to his chest, the windup and the pitch to McCarver. And that is a 32, so once again in control is Catfish Hunter, but that's a 28. So a 28, and it's a lefty. So Hunter's a righty, but McCarver's a left-handed batter. We go to the 28, and McCarver goes down swinging. Couldn't be a 22 or a 23. That would have been a homer. So 1, 2, 3 once again for Catfish. Another goose egg up. 14 innings of goose eggs for the National Leaguers. We go to the bottom of the 14th. Mother have mercy. And it's going to be Carew, Oliva, and Killebrew. The Minnesota Twin trifecta. Can the Twins win the game for the American Leaguers? The Carver K's. If we go to the 15th, and we might, the way things are going, it'll be Tony Perez to lead things off for the National Leaguers. But we go to the bottom of the 14th, and a chance for Rod Carew, Tony Oliva, and Harmon Killebrew to scratch one run. That's all the American League needs. One run here in the bottom of the 14th to win this game in reverse history. Drysdale deals to Tony Oliva. Oliva has one hit in 5 at-bats. And it's an 87, so it'll be off the Oliva card, and it's a 34. A 34. And Carew, excuse me. Carew. Carew is a lefty. Drysdale's a righty, so it's on the Carew card. We go to the right-handed pitcher column. And it's a 34. And that is a double to center field. So he gaps Willie Mays and Roberto Clemente. And that's a leadoff double for Rod Carew. He is the winning run at second base. No outs. Carew is at second. Let's make sure we did the right thing here. As that is a 34. We read the yellow dice first. Right-handed column for the pitcher. And you can see here 33 and 34. That is a double. Winning run at second. And here's Tony Oliva. He's 1 for 5 with a double. Last at bat, he struck out as Drysdale got him on the K. Carew 76 on his speed. So can Tony Oliva, who threw out Lou Brock at the plate way back when in the top of the third to keep it a scoreless game, can he win it? Carew takes a slight lead off second. Drysdale peeks over his shoulder, now looks in, picks up the sign from Holler. Here's the pitch to Oliva. And that is a 86. So it's going to go off the Oliva card. As Drysdale's not in control, but it's a 55. So an 86 and a 55. An error check will come into play here. That's a hard hit ball, ground ball A. And that is a 9. And we have to read this correctly because we have a runner on. When it's an automatic out, sometimes I just roll the dice and say that's where it's going. But this we have to read correctly. The game is in hand. Alright, so that's a ground ball A. And that's a 9. Oliva's a left-handed batter. A 9 goes to the shortstop, Ali. Ali, an excellent defender. So Carew will not advance. The ball's hit to the left of him. 92 is Ali's defensive rating. And that is a 23. He picks up the ball. And he throws. Let's see for a ha-ha's sake. They actually have a chart, but I mean, I just use common sense baseball. Let's just see. Runner at second. I would assume he holds, and the batter is thrown out. Ground ball A. Man on second. Runner holds. Unless ball hit to second. No, it's hit to short. If it's hit to second, that's the right side. He would advance. That's what I like about this game. Common sense baseball. So there's one out. As that is 6-3 for Oliva. Now, Killebrew with a chance to win it with one out. So here's Killebrew. Killebrew doubled his last time up. He is 1 for 5. Winning run Rod Carew stands at second base. On deck is Dick McCullough of the Detroit Tigers. Drysdale, stern look on his face, nods his head. Here's the pitch to Killebrew, and that is a 45, so this will go off the Drysdale card. And even with dyslexia, I can't mess this up. It's a 55. So a righty-righty matchup, no error check, 55. And that's a ground ball B. And I believe that should move the base runner over. Let's just roll the die. That's a 4. Ground ball, 4, right-handed batter. That's hit to the second baseman. So that's 2 outs. And advancing to third is Carew. So Killebrew grounds out 4-3. As Helms throws to Cepeda. And it'll be up to Dick McCullough, the Detroit Tiger, to win it. Winning run 90 feet away, but there's 2 outs. McCullough lined out to second his last time up. He came in off the bench in the double switch with Caligiero that sent K-Line in the game. K-Line pinch hit for Fergosi. Stayed in to play right. McCullough came in and assumed the batting order of Caligiero, who was an offer. 90 feet away. Drysdale rocks and fires to Dick McCullough. Righty-lefty matchup. McCullough, a left-handed batter. And that is an 81. Lord have mercy. This ball game could be over. And that's a 10. I think this is a single. No. It is a walk. Oh, my God. So 2 through 23, we rolled a 10. And it's a walk. The inning stays alive. Oh, boy. So McCullough doesn't chase at the high heat. He walks. His run means nothing. It just keeps the inning alive. It pushes it to Carl Yastrzemski now. Yastrzemski, Boston Red Sox left fielder, the winner of the Triple Crown, can win it. Here in the bottom of the 14th, Yastrzemski 0 for 5. He struck out twice. Lined out to first, popped out to short, and flew out to left. Drysdale has a word with Holler. McCullough at first means nothing. The winning run 90 feet away, and Rod Carew. Here's the pitch to Yaz, and the die goes flying off the thing. And that's a 75. The first roll is a 59. And Drysdale is in command, and that's a 75. So we'll go off the Drysdale card to lefty. This is a third and final out. As Yastrzemski hits the ball hard on a line. Right at the first baseman, Cepeda. He makes the leap and catch and saves the day. And we go to the top of the 15th, just like the real game. And again, in the words of the late, great Phil Rizzuto, holy cow. So Yastrzemski's robbed of the game-winning RBI by the baby bull and St. Louis Cardinal, Orlando Cepeda. Great catch by Cepeda. And they will clash again in the 67 World Series. Top of the 15th. Drysdale, if we go to the, well, we will go to the bottom, obviously. Drysdale day will be done. Tom Seaver will be coming in. Right now, Drysdale is the pitcher of record. Top of the 15th. It's going to be Tony Perez, Tommy Helms, and Gene Ollie. So we know there's going to be a bottom of the 15th as there's a top of the 15th. Freehand will lead it off. So Catfish Hunter will face Tony Perez to lead off the top of the 15th. We are scoreless. That's a lot of goose eggs, folks. Hunter deals to Perez. And that is a 59. And again, Hunter 10 through 60. So it's off the Hunter card, and it's a double zero. So that's going to be a wacky. And that is a 76, so it's going to be a range play. 76. Got to find the defender. Oh, G's in the house. How you doing, buddy? Nice stream with me tonight. Greatly appreciate you sticking around. So that's a 76. That's going to be a range play. We got to re-roll again. And my God, that's a double zero. So that's hit right back at Hunter, the pitcher. And Catfish Hunter is a 90. It was a 75 range. That's not good. And that is a 85 on a 75. So 75, 85. And that's a single. As Hunter can't make the play, it goes through his wickets. That's an 85. So that's a single up the middle by Tony Perez. And once again, the National Leaguers have a leadoff runner on. They did that quite a bit early in the game. They're obviously never punching. Actually, that's 14 now. We're in the 15th. Never getting a run across. So a leadoff single by Tony Perez. Now bring up Tommy Helms of Cincinnati Red. Perez speed is 74. Again, that's about average to slightly below average. Helms, well, he's hitless. It's a common theme for a lot of these players. The windup and the pitch from Hunter to Helms. And that is an 80 and a 20. And this could do a lot of damage here. I think a 20 is a hit. So an 80, Hunter's not in control. It goes on the Helms card, and it's a 20. And that's a single to center. So Tony Perez will stop at second, as we're not going to challenge. Who's in center? It's Oliva's -8 arm. Perez, 70. Yeah, we're not going to run into an out at third. So back-to-back singles. Holy cow. The National League looking to scratch one run here. One run will be the difference, most likely. So Perez at second, Helms at first. And here comes the shortstop, Gene Ollie. He already has a sacrifice bunt. And we might just bunt again. His bunt rating is an 80. So what this game plays like, if you're thinking of a video game, it plays like Baseball Mogul in a way. These number, the contact, they look very similar to Baseball Mogul. He's an 80 bunter. He did have a successful sacrifice bunt in the 5th. If we bunt successfully, it'd be second and third. Let's take a look at the bunt chart. I think first and second, no outs. Top of the 15th, I think it calls for a sacrifice bunt. The only thing when you download the PDF, you have everything on sheets. Which is fine. Better than paying $1 gazillion for the board. So Ollie is an 80 bunter. Successful bunt is 0 through 59. And he's going to attempt the bunt. We read the green die first, and it's a 44. Once again, Ollie does it. And the only play is to first, as the ball is fielded by the first baseman. Killebruni throws to Carew, his teammate, literally, both twins, on the wheel play. As that goes sack bunt. Three to 4 as Carew, the second baseman's covering first. Perez advances to third. Helms goes to second. There's one out. And here comes Charlie Hustle. Pete Rose, infield moves in. Infield in. all-time hits leader, has a chance with runners at second and third. Infield is in. Oh boy, this is the first time I've ever had to pull an infield in. Let's get the rule right. Rules are rules. I think it's on a chart, actually. Hope everyone's doing wonderful out there. Hit and run chart. We got all kinds of charts. Now we need to find the infield in chart. Sacrifice. That's not an infield in, though. Infield in. Infield in. Hit and run. Runners advance. Bunting for a base hit. Squeeze. We're not going to squeeze. If you squeeze, you might be called into human resources. I wonder if it's just a rule. Because infield in will affect a hard hit ball. That's usually through the infield. Check out the fielding here. Special notes. No, that's not it. Second and third, we might finally scratch out a run. Top of the 15th. And we got to figure out infield in. I do like this game a lot, though. Moni G's in the chat. OG's in the chat. All right, infield in. Ground ball. Special results. Infield positioning. Whenever there is a man on third, the defense must announce whether they're going to bring the infield in or keep them back. We're bringing the infield in. Bring the infield in to try to prevent the runner from third from scoring and stay back when you're trying to get the double. Yeah, I know that, but what effect does it have? I know baseball. I understand that. Hit and run. Advancing runners. Advancing runners. I wonder if that's on the infield in. Well, infield in. Advancing runners. Let's check the advancing runners chart. Well, that didn't help. As Grognard feels my pain, probably. He plays military sims. And when you come through, and obviously it's a pretty basic thing. Infield moves in. If they hit the ball at it, they look the runner back at third. If he goes, they throw home to try to get him. Advancing on base hit charts. Contact. That's a hit and run. Infield in. Seriously? Sacrifice. And you know what stinks is I'll find it later. Infield in. Alright, we'll take one last quick look and then we'll just go with our best knowledge. I would assume a hard hit ball A possibly can get by the infielder. Infield in. Oh, I think we just play it out and then we go to the ground ball chart. That's what I think. Bases loaded. Man at third. Man at second and third. Infield. Oh, it is. It's just on the ground ball chart. Infield in, ground. Okay. All right. That's where it is. We just had to think this out. All right. So we look at the ground ball chart. There's Pete Rose, one out, second and third. Fisher deals to Rose. And that is an 11, so it goes off the Catfish Hunter card. And that's a 0-4. That's a 40, excuse me, a 4-0. So a 40. And we don't have to worry about infield in. That is a 40 swing and a miss. As Rose switch hitter batting lefty. And that's a strikeout 24 through 42. So thank you, Catfish Hunter. We didn't have to worry about the infield in. Infield goes back to normal as Rose strikes out. Second and third, 2 outs, and here comes Willie Mays. Can the Say Hey Kid do it? So Rose strikes out again. Not too good for the all-time hits leader. Top of the 15th, second and third. Here's Willie Mays. Mays is hitless. Those first 2 hits were Lou Brock. Mays replaced him. So Perez is at third. That's the big run. Helms a huge insurance run at second. Hunter has a quick word with Norm Cash, the Detroit catcher. Now Cash back behind the plate, pounds the mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Willie Mays from Catfish Hunter, and that is a 71. So it's going to go off the Mays card, but this is a 92, and the inning should be over. We will have an error check, though. We'll go to the bottom of the 15th. We're going to the bottom of the 15th no matter what, so that's a 92. And a 92. That's a ball up in the air. Wave your hands like you just don't care. And a 92 is a fly ball to right field. And Al Kaline. Kaline's defense in right is a 94. And that is a 25. He makes the running catch. Side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 15th. And this is, will the game end here? Now, grant you, the National League won 2-1. Fly ball to right. I hope to God we ain't going to the 16th. But heck, it's Sunday morning. I have nothing to do. Appreciate everyone joining me if you're watching now. People in the chat, OG and Moni G. And coming into pitch will be Tom Seaver. In the bottom of the 15th. So Seaver comes in. Just like he did in the real game. Except he came in for a save, which he got. The only position player left on the bench for the National Leaguers is Jimmy Wynn. And what the heck, we might give him an at-bat. As no one's hitting the ball. The pitching has been dominant. So pitchers, we have Denny LeMaster of the Braves, Claude Osteen of the Dodgers, and we still have Tom Terrific, and Seaver's going to come in and replace Drysdale. On the hill. All right, so it's Seaver, and Seaver is in the game. He's going to face Freehand, Kaline, and Robinson. Frank Robinson, that is. If anyone gets on, Brooks Robinson, the top of the order. Bottom of the 15th here in Anaheim. Can the American League reverse history and win? They lost 2-1 in reality in 15. In this epic 1967 All-Star game. Again, when we play the 67 World Series, I'm not going to play it this way. I'm going to go with the side camera view. I do enjoy this, but it just takes way too long. Again, I don't care, but I'd like to go a little quicker. I don't go really quick anyway. So here's Freehand. And like in reality, he played the whole game, which is amazing to me that a catcher caught the whole game in an all-star game. All right. Seaver in 1967 was 16-13 with a 2.76 earned run average. Picks up the sign from Holler. He now deals to the Detroit catcher, Bill Freehand, and that is an 84. Seaver's control factor 10 through 62, And this is a 15. So a free hand get on base, I say yes, he does. Righty-righty matchup, 15. And that's a single to left. The left fielder is Hank Aaron. 94 defense, and it's a 71, so he fields the ball and throws it back into the infield cleanly. So the winning run, Bill Freehan, is at first base, the catcher. Al Kaline, who struck out his 2 at-bats, is at the plate. Can this be the end, folks? Freehand's a 73 base runner. Let's see who we have. I don't think we have... We only have slightly better on the bench. 76, 71. 71. 70. Agee. Now he's only a 76, though he did pinch run. He actually did pinch run in the game. We have plenty of catchers. 73, 76. It might make a difference. But we're going to keep Freehan in there. He played the whole game, and we're going to stick with that. So here's Al Kaline. Winning run at first and Freehan. Kaline, 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Seaver's ready. He deals to Kaline, the right fielder. And that is an 81. So it's going to be off the Kaline card. And a 96. Righty, 96. That's a deep fly ball, possibly. No, just missed. It's a regular deep fly ball, not one. It's not a power check. So a 96 righty matchup. And that's a fly out to Clemente in right. Holding at first is Freehan. As that's an F9, but I think Kaline's saying something else. Going back to the bench. That's an F9. And here comes Frank Robinson. Can Robinson win it? Here in the bottom of the 15th. Receiver. Rocks and fires of Frank Robinson. And that is a 16 off the Seaver card. And it's a 50. No error check. No error check. I probably should have done error check for Clemente, but he's a 90-something in the next row. It's done. $50. That's a hard hit ball. That's going to be out number... so that's a 3. We have a runner at first. We have to play this out properly. So it's a hard hit ball. Robinson's a right-handed batter. That's a 3, so it's hit the first. Okay. Ground ball A. Man on first. Double play. 1 to 6 to 3. Holy cow. We go to the top of the 16th. So double play by Robinson ends the inning. Yes, that's... What did I say that was? 3 hard hit ball to first. 3 to 6 to 3. I think I said it wrong. 3 to 6 to 3. There will be a bottom of the 16th. If there's a top of an inning, there's a bottom of an inning. Well, we've gone into the Twilight Zone territory now, as there's only 15 innings in the game. And we might think about pulling Hunter after this inning. So top of the order, Mays, Clemente, and Aaron. Top of the 16th. This is unbelievable. As Brooks Robinson will lead off in the bottom of the 16th. Hunter's good for 30 batters. He has pitched 5 innings. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. He's still good to go. He's going to pitch. Top of the order, Willie Mays. Hunter deals to Mays. And that is a 0-4 and a 72. It's a range play. And that is a 96. 96 on a range play. Right field. So that's going to be for K-Line. K-Line's an 84 range. So Mays bidding for a hit here. I'm sorry, Clemente bidding for a hit. Mays flew out to right prior inning. Alright, K-Line is an 84, and that's a 29. He makes the running catch. Out number 1. As Clemente flies out to his counterpart, Al K-Line. 1 out, here's Hammer and Hank Aaron. Aaron, well, he's hitless. Nope, he has a single and a walk. I'm sorry. We need a home run here. That's what we need. Someone's got to score. Here's the pitch to Hammer and Hank Aaron. And Catfish Hunter deals him a 22, so it's going to be off the Hunter card, and that's a 75. That's out number 2. And that is a line shot. And since there's no one on base, that goes out to left field. Making the catches, Carl Yastrzemski. No error check on the pitcher's card. So 2 outs. And here's the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. Trying to keep the inning alive. Cepeda, 25 home runs in 67, 14 of them off right-handed pitchers. Again, Hunter takes a deep breath. The youngster deals to the baby bull, Cepeda, and that is a 99. So it goes as the Cepeda card. That's an 81. Righty-righty, 81. Possible out. Cepeda hits the ball well. We have to see to who. That's a 6 on a hard hit ball. Line shot, 6. Righty-righty. That's to the shortstop. And this could be an issue. Dick McCullough is an 85. And a no issue, 14. He makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 16th. The bottom of the 16th. And Tom Seaver will try to get it to the 17th. And we're all hoping he doesn't. Top of the order. Brooks Robinson, Rod Carew, who is stranded at third. Back in the 14th. And Tony Oliva. So Cepeda lines out. And he marked that. To short. God forbid we go to the 17th. I'm not going to mark it. I'm not going to mark it. The American Leaguers are going to win this. They're going to win this. I'm still wired from watching the Red Sox lose and doing chat with Al. I'm not tired. Though I wanted to end this and play some shooting game, video game. Alright, here we go. Bottom of the 16th. Here's Brooks Robinson. He is hitless. He'd like to get off the schneid. The people here in Anaheim Stadium want him to get off the schneid. The windup and the pitch receivers to Brooks Robinson. That is an 86 and a 6. So it's going to be off the Brooks Robinson card. And that is a righty-righty matchup. And that's a walk. So once again, the winning run is at first for the American Leaguers. Brooks Robinson is at first. And I'll bring up Rod Carew. He doubled his last time up. Brooks Robinson, 75 speed. No bunting. We might go hit and run here. Got to get something to happen. And Carew doubled his last time up. Contact's an 82. I got to try to get something. Let's go to the hit and run chart. Make something happen here. Hit and run. Got to try to make something happen. Brooks is at first. It's Brooks Robinson. Carew is an 82. You can see this, a contact. So contact. And he's an 82. So a 0 through 22 is a single. .28 and under is a hit. Single. All runners advance 2 bases. So we can just roll straight up on this. And we're going to play hit and run. And we need, let's think this out, Al. We need a 28 and under. Man, we're going to play hit and run. What the hell? There goes Brooks Robinson. Here's the pitch to Rod Carew. And it's a 24! Holy cow! 24. We played straight up hit and run. 24. All right. Take a deep breath. 24. This ball game is over. That is a double. And scoring all the way from first on a double. All runners score. It's a walk-off double for Rod Carew on the hit and run. And the American League reverses history. They win in 16, 1-0. The game-winning RBI, Rod Carew. Holy cow, in the words of the late, great Phil Rizzuto. So Rod Carew doubles, the only run knocked in the game by Rod Carew. Back-to-back doubles, as he doubled in the 14th, but he was stranded at third. And this time, Rod Carew doubles on the hit and run, scoring, racing around the bases as Brooks Robinson as the relay throw is late. And the American Leaguers win 1-0 in the bottom of the 16th. Carew, game winning RBI. The winning pitcher, Catfish Hunter, he was a losing pitcher in reality. The losing pitcher is Tom Seaver. He had the save in reality, and Drysdale had the win. It went 16, almost 16 full innings, as Brooks Robinson worked the walk off Seaver, and then on the hit and run, Rod Carew doubles to the gap, and racing around all the way from first base is Brooks Robinson. The relay throw is late. The American Leaguers celebrate a 1-0 victory in 16. Now, in reality, to show you how close this game is to reality, bear with me a moment. In reality, here it is. Right down here. I believe you should be able to see that. Yeah, you can. 2-1 in 15. The National League won. What did Rod Carew do? He was 0 for 3. Struck out. But anyway, he gets... So history is reversed. Carew doubles on the hit and run. And again, scores Brooks Robinson. Whew! The American Leaguers win in 16. Well, thank you very much for watching. I won't bore you anymore. I greatly appreciate your time. Thank you to Moni G and the original Grognard in the chat, and JD. Check out all those great channels. As Moni G said earlier, hey buddy, good times earlier. Thanks for stopping in on Thursday night book club. Always great to see you there. Peace, love, and smiles until we meet again. So it's always a good time at the book club. So once again, 1-0. 1-0 on the walk-off hit-and-run double by Rod Carew. So Carew, right there, he wins it. Till next time, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Don't swing at the curveball in the dirt. Peace.